Germany is not just a country you visit, it is a place you experience layer by layer. Today, we explore the top 20 best things to do in Germany, not as a checklist, but as a journey that unfolds slowly and intentionally. One moment you are walking through medieval streets shaped by 1,000 years of footsteps. The next moment you are standing inside a hyper-modern city that rebuilt itself from ruin and reflection. Germany rewards travelers who slow down, stay curious, and look closer. It is a country shaped by craftsmanship, memory, landscape, and reinvention. And today, we are exploring the top 20 things to do in Germany that reveal what makes this place unforgettable long after you leave. Before we begin, there is one important truth most travelers do not realize. Germany is not a single travel style. It is dozens of lived experiences stitched together. Castles and techno clubs exist within the same train ride. Alpine villages and cutting-edge design cities share the same rail network. Quiet forests and fast-moving urban centers balance each other naturally. That is why this journey is not just about famous landmarks. It is about moments. It is about how Germany feels when you are actually there. One of the most important things to do in Germany is to explore Berlin beyond the headlines and beyond expectations. Berlin is not polished or carefully curated. Berlin is alive. It is a city that wears its scars openly and transforms them into culture rather than hiding them. Walking along remaining sections of the Berlin Wall is not just about seeing history. You feel the tension of a divided world in the space itself. Concrete fragments feel heavy with memory. At the East Side Gallery, art does not decorate the wall but responds to it. Every mural feels like a conversation with the past rather than a photo opportunity. Spending time in neighborhoods like Kreuzberg, Neukölln, and Prenzlauer Berg reveals how freedom and reinvention shape everyday life. Cafes spill into sidewalks without urgency. Street art changes as often as the seasons. Music drifts through open windows late into the evening. Berlin does not try to impress you quickly. It waits for you to notice it. The city is not meant to be rushed. It is meant to be wandered slowly, imperfectly, and openly. Another powerful experience in Germany is standing at the Brandenburg Gate during quiet hours rather than peak times. In the middle of the day, it feels ceremonial and busy. But early in the morning or late at night, the space becomes reflective. The noise fades. The crowds disappear. This gate has watched empires rise, fall, and fracture. Standing there quietly allows history to feel personal instead of performative. It becomes a moment of stillness rather than spectacle. Stepping inside the Reichstag dome is another essential thing to do in Germany. This is where architecture meets accountability. The glass structure allows citizens to look down on their government rather than the other way around. Light pours in from above, shifting as clouds move. The spiral walkway forces you to slow your pace. Each step upward offers a slightly different view of Berlin unfolding below. It feels symbolic without being loud. It feels thoughtful rather than imposing. After absorbing these first layers of Germany, this is a natural place to pause for a moment. If you are enjoying this slower, more reflective way of traveling, liking this video helps thoughtful travel stories reach people who value depth over speed. Moving south introduces a different rhythm entirely. Another unforgettable thing to do in Germany is wandering through Munich beyond the image most people expect. Munich is elegant but relaxed. It feels structured without being rigid. Locals linger in beer gardens for hours without urgency or performance. The English Garden functions less like a park and more like an extension of daily life. Cyclists glide past picnickers. Surfers ride standing waves in the river as casually as commuters ride trains. Museums, markets, and green spaces exist within walking distance of one another. Munich understands balance as a way of living rather than a concept. Closely connected to that experience is sitting in a traditional Bavarian beer garden the right way. This is not about drinking quickly or trying everything at once. It is about shared tables and long conversations with strangers who feel familiar within minutes. Chestnut trees provide shade overhead. People bring their own food and order beer without ceremony. Time stretches naturally without needing entertainment. This is Bavaria, breathing at its own pace. Another iconic experience in Germany is visiting Neuschwanstein Castle, but doing it differently than most travelers. Rather than rushing inside, the better experience begins on foot. Hiking the surrounding trails allows the castle to reveal itself slowly. The forest frames it naturally. Seeing it emerge through the trees feels unreal. It looks like imagination turned into stone. From a distance, it feels more magical than standing beneath its walls. Germany also reveals its character through quieter regions like the Black Forest. One of the most grounding things to do in Germany is exploring this area beyond its cliches. Dense evergreen forests absorb sound until the world feels muted. Villages feel tucked into the landscape rather than imposed upon it. Morning mist lingers along trails and rooftops. Time moves gently and deliberately. Stopping for cake and coffee without a plan often becomes the highlight of the day. The Black Forest does not demand attention. It offers calm instead. Following Germany's rivers offers another deeply rewarding layer of the country. Cruising or cycling along the Rhine Valley shows Germany at its most patient. Castles rise from cliffs like frozen memories. Vineyards line the hills with careful precision shaped by generations. Each bend in the river reveals another town waiting quietly. From the water, Germany feels ancient and reflective. From a bike path, it feels intimate and lived in. Standing inside Cologne Cathedral reshapes expectations almost instantly. Photos do not prepare you for its scale. The structure dominates the skyline completely. Inside, vertical height pulls your eyes upward without effort. Light filters through stained glass slowly and deliberately. The space humbles you quietly rather than overwhelming you. A quieter but equally powerful experience in Germany is walking across the Hohenzollern Bridge as evening approaches. Thousands of lovelocks catch the fading light. Trains pass overhead at regular intervals. Steel vibrates beneath your feet. The Rhine reflects gold, gray, and motion. It is simple, human, and unexpectedly romantic. At this stage in the journey, Germany begins to feel personal rather than impressive. If you find yourself drawn to these kinds of moments, subscribing helps you stay connected to travel stories that value feeling over frenzy. Heading north reveals a different energy entirely. Exploring Hamburg's harbor and historic warehouse district is one of the most eye-opening things to do in Germany. The port defines the city's rhythm. Massive ships drift past cafes and bike paths. Old brick warehouses stand beside glass and steel structures. Water shapes daily life here. Hamburg feels globally connected without losing its identity. Another standout experience in Hamburg is stepping inside the Elbphilharmonie, even if you never attend a concert. The escalator ride alone feels cinematic and futuristic. At the top, the plaza opens wide. The city stretches outward in every direction. Water, rooftops, and sky blend together seamlessly. It feels like cultural confidence made physical. Germany also excels at preserving storybook towns without turning them into theme parks. Walking the streets of Rothenburg ob der Tauber feels like stepping into a preserved moment rather than a reconstruction. Cobblestones echo softly beneath your feet. Walls wrap protectively around the old town. Roofs tilt at improbable angles. Early mornings and evenings feel timeless and unhurried. For travelers drawn to nature, hiking in Saxon, Switzerland National Park is one of Germany's most surprising experiences. Sandstone formations rise dramatically from forest floors. Mist moves slowly through narrow valleys. Stone bridges connect cliffs like something pulled from legend. This landscape feels entirely unexpected. It challenges assumptions about what Germany looks like. Another experience that rewards slow travel is following the romantic road by car or train. This route connects villages, vineyards, and walled towns with no urgency. Each stop feels distinct. Each pause feels intentional. Some of the most meaningful memories happen between destinations rather than at them. One of the most emotionally significant things to do in Germany is to visit a former concentration camp memorial. This experience is not easy, but it is essential. Germany does not hide its darkest chapter. It confronts it openly and honestly. Walking these grounds reframes everything you have seen before. It deepens your understanding of remembrance, responsibility, and modern German values. After moments like this, reflection becomes part of the journey itself. If this portion resonated with you, sharing your thoughts in the comments creates space for thoughtful and respectful conversation. Travel is not only about enjoyment, it is also about understanding and empathy. Returning to lighter experiences, relaxing in a thermal spa like Baden-Baden reveals how Germany treats wellness as part of daily life rather than indulgence. Warm mineral water quiets both body and mind. Spas function as social spaces where time slows naturally. Rest becomes intentional rather than rushed. Another unforgettable seasonal experience is visiting a German Christmas market during winter. Historic squares glow with soft lights. The scent of spiced wine and roasted nuts fills the air. Cold evenings feel warm through shared conversation. Even a single visit leaves a lasting impression of comfort and tradition. German food offers far more than familiar stereotypes. Exploring regional cuisine is one of the most satisfying things to do in Germany. Each region tastes distinct. Swabian dishes feel rich and comforting. Northern cuisine leans towards seafood and simplicity. Bakeries alone justify entire detours. Food becomes a map of culture and climate. Finally, embracing Germany's train culture ties the entire journey together. Trains are not just transportation here. They are part of the experience. Forests, villages, and cities unfold naturally outside the window. Movement becomes meaningful rather than hurried. The journey itself becomes part of the destination. As this journey comes to a close, pause for a moment. What stood out to you most? History, nature, food, or the quiet moments in between? If traveling through Germany this way felt meaningful, liking and subscribing help support more journeys built with intention and care. And if you had to choose just one experience from this list, share which one you would start with. Germany is not a destination you check off. It is a country you return to in memory, again and again.